Happy Thanksgiving, America, and to the rest of the world, happy day. I am an unabashed Americaphile. We been new. I really did grow up drinking the red, white, and blue Kool-Aid. Blue-Laid. I'm sorry. And I really wished I was American, and that was in no small part because of Friends. There's something about 90s Americana specifically that really pulls me in. It's the fashion, it's the music, it's the commitment to maximalism at all costs. And the holiday season is the epitome of that, specifically the holidays in sitcoms like Friends, specifically further, Thanksgiving. I could write an essay on its own about the Thanksgiving episodes of Friends, and maybe I will, but first I have to finish my In Defense of Ross Geller video. And this isn't that, by the way, stay with me. But there's one episode in particular that sticks out head and shoulders above the rest as the Thanksgiving episode. And I know this because if you hadn't seen the title or the thumbnail for this video, if you were just watching cold, at this point, you'd still know which one I was talking about. In season 6, Rachel makes a trifle. She's really excited about it, she's worked really hard on it, and she wants everyone to love it. It means a lot to her. Unfortunately, she's working from a magazine whose pages are stuck together, and so she's made half an English trifle and half a shepherd's pie. When everyone tries the trifle, they all pretend to like it, but when she's not looking, Ross admits the thing
tastes like feet.
Joey, however, likes it. And here's where I've been stuck for years. His argument is that custard good, jam good, meat good. And I cannot fight that logic. That is ironclad. In my head, that makes perfect sense. And so, I've always wondered about this trifle, and now I'm an adult, and I live on my own, and I can do what I want. So, I'm doing it. I'm gonna make it. On the channel today, I'm making Rachel's beef trifle. First things first, I'd like to consult the chef myself to make sure I'm being authentic to her recipe, so I'm gonna go watch the episode. What's that? You also want to watch the episode, but you can't because it's not available on a streaming service at your location. Well, have I got the sponsor for you? This video is brought to you by Surfshark. Surfshark is a virtual private network that keeps your online identity safe by protecting your data. Fabulous. It also allows you to change your virtual locations, so you can celebrate Thanksgiving by browsing the web in America without moving from your couch, just like the Pilgrims did. The best part of this is that it means you can access and unblock content libraries and streaming services from other countries. Here in the UK, we have Friends on Netflix. Ha! So if you're across the pond, jump on your virtual Mayflower to traverse the information superhighway and arrive on these shores to refresh your memory of the beef trifle. Surfshark also encrypts your online data and helps to secure your personal info when you use free public Wi-Fi. And further, it does not monitor, track, or store what you do online. And you can use one account on an unlimited number of devices. If you sign up to Surfshark today, you can get a whopping 85% discount, plus 3 months free, and a 30-day money-back guarantee. So follow the link in the old description to sign up, pop the kettle on, and let's go see Rachel. Right, so, first there's a layer of ladyfingers. Instantly helpful, because in trifle discourse, what do you start with? What is your base layer? Is it cake? Is it sponge? Is it ladyfingers? And you can get trifle sponges, ladyfingers, what are they called? Boudoir biscuits. So she's specifying ladyfingers, takes that discussion out of my hands. Thank you, Rachel. She doesn't mention anything moist. And ladyfingers need something to soak in because otherwise, I mean, the whole point of a trifle is that it's a wet cake. It's just wet. It's wet, layered on wet, it's wet as fuck. A layer of jam. Okay. What jam?
Then custard, which I made from scratch.
Custard, which she specifies she made from scratch. So I can't be getting any birds. I can't be getting any, like, you know, pre-made instant from a packet. No ambrosia from a tin from me. Gonna have to make my custard from scratch. It's what would Rachel do? Fresh raspberries. So I think then it will have to be raspberry jam. Now, we get to the beef. Beef sauteed with peas and onions. No mention of a sauce, a stock, anything else. Just beef sauteed with peas and onions. Nice and easy, job done. I will say at this juncture, Ross reveals that she's making half an English trifle and half a shepherd's pie. He's wrong, because a shepherd's pie, of course, is made with lamb, hence shepherds. So what Rachel's making is half an English trifle, half a cottage pie. But I'll allow it. I'm not Pessy, famously. Above the beef is a layer of custard, then bananas, so she's slicing bananas, so it's like little rounds of banana, and then she just puts some whipped cream on top. But here is where we get to, Rachel asks, can I borrow some rum from your place? Now, she's putting bananas on it, so she's nearly finished. So where's she gonna put the rum? Is she gonna put the rum in the whipped cream? That would make the whipped cream a little bit weird. I think that was just a line. I'm going to use rum to soak my ladyfingers. How about that? It's all coming together. I'm paying attention, I'm reading between the lines, I'm really listening to the text. I bought a trifle bowl. How exciting. So the custard that I'm making is from Felicity Cloak's, quote, perfect trifle. So this custard is perfect. So 300 mils of cream, 300 mils of milk. She wants a vanilla pod, but in this economy, I don't think so. About a teaspoon of glue, 6 egg yolks. These are brand spanking new eggs as well. You can try and do it in the shells, but always breaks, so fuck it. And rest assured, this is not gonna be wasteful because 6 whites is the perfect amount of white to make one of my favourite desserts ever, a pavlova. Also, you can freeze egg whites. Bet you didn't know that. Tablespoon of corn flour, 3 tablespoons of caster sugar. We don't want the milk and the cream to come to a boil because gross. Also, if it's too hot, it'll make scrambled eggs. And there's not a lot you can do to recover from scrambled eggs, so I'd have to start again. And I haven't got the time, Kimberly. The actual assembly of this bloody trifle won't take that long. It's just the chilling part of it. And I've never been good at chilling. Let's get on to the main event. I want to have my beef ready. My beef! It's multitasking time. This is so, from a sensory perspective, I've got cream smelling and vanilla over there, an onion here. Already, this is insane. Pour the milk onto the yolk and sugar mixture, stirring all the time. This doesn't appear to have made scrambled eggs. It smells like custard.
This is fine. This feels normal, doesn't it? I mean, that's getting thick AF. Probably too thick.
Look at that, and just like it leaves the lovely. If you could just sort of ignore the little clumpy bits that look like bits of scrambled egg, that would be fine.
This is perfectly normal. I want more peas than that.
Right. So a status update: the custard is cooling. The beef is also cooling. The smells in my kitchen. There's like the sweetness of the vanilla wafting in the air. There's a beautiful sweetness. It's also sweetness from the onion and the meat. It's I think this is gonna taste great. It's just occurred to me that this episode aired like, what was it, 1999, so 21 years ago. Christ. And I have spent the whole time, 23 years ago, bloody hell, I have been utterly convinced that it will taste nice. And I'm gonna find out today. The proof will quite literally be in the pudding. So, a trifle is an assembly job, and it's time to assemble. I've already made a start. I took some of the boudoir biscuits, the lady fingers, and I soaked them in rum. I've used a lot. Then I spread it with raspberry jam, quite a heavy layer, because if you'll remember, Joey complained there was only 1 layer of jam, so I wanted to make sure that there was, you know, a chunk in there. And now it's time for the first custard layer. Oh my god. As scrambled eggs go, it's pretty tasty. In you go, a layer of custard, which I made from scratch. Good god, I'm so pleased with myself. And I kind of want a relatively thick layer because it's got to hold a lot of beef. Right, yeah. I mean, this looks like a trifle. Fresh raspberries. No other trifle recipe I've ever seen has more than 1 layer of ladyfingers, but this one does, and if Rachel wants it, Rachel gets it. The next layer of ladyfingers are on, which means it's time for the beef. Sure, okay, here we go. At this point, it doesn't smell that great. I mean, it still smells nice. It smells like beef, onions, and peas. It's just, I know that and that is a weird combination, but here we go. It's a dessert now. What am I doing with my life? The beef layer is quite high. There's a lot of beef here. And you'll be thrilled to know I've still got a fair amount of beef, onions and peas left, so I might make myself a cottage pie for dinner. I'm quite... Why do I think it looks delicious? Because I can still see it. It's like custard good, jam good, meat good. All of these things are good. This is gonna work, I'm telling you. More custard. Yeah, why not? Look at us go. Just gotta neaten this up to make sure it's covering all of the beef. And in fairness to Rachel, when she said we put very strange things in our food, she wasn't wrong. Black pudding, which is delicious. So someone went, I know, let's make a sausage and we'll keep it together using congealed blood. And if you say that, you're like, ugh, that doesn't taste very nice. But then you have a black pudding and you're like, well, this is sensational. I would argue the same principle is taking place here. I have to be completely honest with you, because if it's not real, it's not right. There was a moment's thought that just ran through my head, in all sincerity, where I was placing these slices of bananas on this beef trifle, thinking, I don't know, I think the banana's just gonna make it taste weird. The banana is the chaos agent in this beef trifle. I think this looks wonderful. Oh, I can't wait. Here we go. And there we have it, folks. Half a shepherd's pie and half an English trifle. There's a lot in there. The ladyfingers in the rum, delicious. The jam, delicious. The custard, good. Jam, good. Meat, good. It's all good. What could go wrong?
Hello and welcome to Baking with Dan. Dodie's here. I'm there.
Reba?
We're gonna eat
It's not
some
that show, it's a different show.
trifle.
Sorry.
So it's Thanksgiving. In tradition with Thanksgiving, I thought I'd make a nice Thanksgiving dessert.
Are you going to tell us what's in it?
Oh yeah. It's a trifle. And it's got all these layers.
Oh my god, I literally see peas.
First a layer of ladyfingers,
Yeah.
then a layer of jam, then custard, which I made from scratch.
Did you?
Raspberries,
Yeah.
more ladyfingers, then beef sauteed with peas and onions, then more custard, bananas, and then I just put some whipped cream on top.
Yeah.
So sad.
I think I'm going to love it.
My prediction is that the other flavours will outweigh the beef, but the texture may be slightly weird.
I reckon if you dig down deep enough, you'll be alright.
Wow!
That's a really beautiful
There
sentiment
you
there,
have it,
Dodie.
folks. I
What about the
think
trifle?
That's it, really.
I'm literally going to have the
Doll.
whole shebang. I want it all. Oh my god, that's
There you go.
gross.
It's sad because I would love a trifle.
Oh my god, that smells exactly how you think it's
And you're
gonna
gonna have one. You've got to have a piece with all the layers.
I will.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it does smell exactly how you would expect.
Cheers.
Cheers!
Right, I'm getting a good mouthful here.
Sláinte. Okay, I'm trying to get all the
Okay,
various...
we've got the little biscuit.
As long as you've got a bit of
Here we
beef
go.
and
Oh,
pea
I'm
in there.
sorry,
Are
the
you
smell
happy?
is
Yeah, yeah,
absolutely
yeah,
a lot.
yeah.
Wait. Okay.
Why is it? It's got alcohol. I quite like it.
Yeah, it's actually quite nice.
I quite like it.
It didn't work for you?
Hazel is a super taster.
Mmm. And there's a lot of super taste in this.
What's the alcohol?
Rum.
What's that in?
Rum.
No, what?
The ladyfingers are soaked in it.
Yeah, they fucking work.
Yeah.
Do you both really like it?
Here's the thing. No.
I'm not gonna lie. Yes.
You do? Great!
Everything I have ever cooked for Dodie, she has added cheese and salt, so it just wasn't good enough.
Oh, great idea.
But
This
this,
beef trifle
this,
she
she loves
any. She's like,
she loves it.
Do you think it tastes like feet?
You know what? Yeah.
Yeah.
And yet you're still all about it. We've learned things about Dodie
It
today.
tastes a little bit like, do you know how the way hospitals smell?
Yeah.
I mean, we're eating it.
The custard is good.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
The jam
Plowing
is
through
good.
Absolutely
The
delicious.
custard
Raspberries.
is delicious.
And the meat.
It's also very good.
So
Cheese
Joey
and
was right.
flour.
You want a bit more? You sure you don't want to try a
I
second?
was interested, I was having a little...
You like raspberries? Why don't you try a bit with a raspberry?
I can smell it, I'm sorry.
Thank you so much for joining me in this experiment. If you want to make your own, why don't you do that? And
Done.
tweet me the results, or who knows if Twitter will still be around when this video goes live. MySpace them to me.
Is it Vine coming back?
Fuck knows at this point.
Whine about it.
Thank you very much, Hazel.
I'm sorry, I'm really sorry.
Thank you, Dodie. It's quite
She's
boozy,
really
but it's a
plowing
trifle.
through it.
It's not half bad.
Here's the thing.
through it.
I know that if I make food, it won't go to waste because I have Dodie. Bye bye.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Ah, from my family to yours.